So by now you've probably heard that Doctor Strange is getting his own live-action Marvel movie. Now, there's been speculation about this for a couple years now, just because of the success of all the Marvel movies, and because Doctor Strange is still a pretty well-known character in the Marvel Universe, and Marvel still owns the rights to that character. So it really was just a matter of time before they tried to do something with this character, whether it's give him his own movie or have him show up in another movie about another Marvel character. Now there's a lot of speculation going on about who should play the role of Doctor Strange. A lot of really big names getting thrown around and a lot of not so well-known names. I personally don't think you're going to see any really big names get used in this role, just because of the fact that, well, one, a lot of these people won't take the role of a B-list Marvel character, and two, because I don't think Marvel wants to get somebody that's so big that their name is going to detract from the character of Doctor Strange. If anything, you might see somebody who used to be big, who maybe is on a little bit of a comeback, get the role. Kind of the same thing Marvel did with Robert Downey Jr. in Iron Man, but other than that, I don't think you're going to see any big names playing this role. So what I want to do is I want to put together a top 3 list here for you guys. The top 3 people who I think should be in this role. Now, my criteria for this list is pretty simple. I want somebody who can act and who I think could pull the part off. I want somebody who looks the part, and I want somebody who, if they were going to get offered the part, would actually accept the part. So we're going to go ahead and start at number 3, and I'm going to count down to the number 1 choice I think should play Doctor Strange. Okay, so in at number 3 we have Patrick Dempsey. Now, Patrick Dempsey has actually been quoted as saying he would be interested in the role of Doctor Strange, and this was several years ago, back when he was filming Transformers 3, when the idea of a Doctor Strange movie first kind of started circulating around Hollywood. So we know he's interested, and if you look at the guy, he looks the part. Just grow a goatee, and there is Doctor Strange. Now, is he the greatest actor in the world? No. I mean, if you've seen him in Grey's Anatomy, he was in Scream, obviously Transformers 3. He had a pretty decent film career back in the late 80s and early 90s. He's not the best actor around, but he is a good, solid actor, and he's somebody that Marvel can mold into the character of Doctor Strange, and that's something that Marvel has done a really good job of doing with their actors. Whether they get actors that are really good, or whether they get actors that people go, not so much, they've done a really good job of picking actors who can mold to the characters very well. So all in all, I think Patrick Dempsey would be a great 3rd choice for Doctor Strange. So in at number 2 we have Jason Isaacs. Now, you may not recognize the name right off the bat, but when you see the guy, you're going to know exactly who I'm talking about. This is the guy who had the long blonde hair in all the Harry Potter movies. He also played the big bad guy in The Patriot. He had his own TV series here in the United States called Awake, and he's already done voiceover work for Green Lantern and Batman as Sinestro and Ra's al Ghul, so he's comfortable doing comic book characters, at least in voiceover work. Now, he is British, but he has pulled off an American accent many times in several different other acting jobs he's done, and he does a great job at that. Also, we know he's already comfortable playing a wizard because of Harry Potter, so playing a sorcerer shouldn't be that much of a stretch. All in all, he's a classically trained British actor. He does very well. He can easily pull off Doctor Strange on the acting side. Now, on the look side of things, they need to darken up his hair and give him a little bit of goatee, but once they did that, he would pull off the look of Doctor Strange, no problem. All in all, this was almost my 1st choice, but in the end, the number 1 kind of edged him out by just a hair. Alright, my number 1 choice for Doctor Strange is Joseph Fiennes. Now, this guy's been acting for a long time. He's a very, very good actor, classically trained, British actor. He can pull off an American accent very well. You probably remember him as the Monsignor in American Horror Story this last season. If you watch the TV show Camelot, he played Merlin, so he's already comfortable playing a wizard or a sorcerer. He was also in the very short-lived show Flash Forward. He played the main character, the FBI agent. This guy can act, and you throw a goatee on him, he looks the part. He looks just like Doctor Strange. I mean, all in all, this guy pulls it off perfectly. I mean, he's got the acting chops, he's got the looks, not to mention he's Ralph Fiennes' little brother, so if he needs any tips on how to play a wizard, he definitely got him there. So, all in all, this is, for me, the perfect choice to play Doctor Strange. Alright guys, well there you have it. There's my top 3 list for who should play Doctor Strange. These are all guys that can act the part. These are all guys that can look the part, and these are guys who I think would be offered the part and would accept it when offered. So here's what I want you guys to do. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me who you think would be the perfect Doctor Strange and Doctor Strange movie. And as always, I appreciate you guys watching. We'll talk to you later.